Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Here on Soaring with Social Sciences, we focus on the social science disciplines with particular emphasis on CSEC social studies. In today's video, we are going to be engaging in a conversation about our school-based assessment. The SBA is a mandatory requirement for CSEC exams. Your SBA is a social research. That means the data has to be collected in the field. You have to talk to persons to get information from them. There are 9 tasks to be completed, and the entire SBA is worth 40 marks. In this video, we will explore the first 4 tasks, which include statement of the problem, reason for selecting the problem, design of instrument, and method of investigation. Task 1. Your statement of problem. This should be 15 to 20 words and should be worded as a statement. It must relate to a social issue or phenomenon and should come from section A or B of the syllabus, preferably. Your statement of problem must take into account 4 factors: the problem or issue you want to investigate, the target group affected by that problem, the specific area of the lives of the people in the target group that is affected by the problem, and where your study will be conducted. Let us now turn our attention to task 2, Rationale. This is where you explain the reason why you chose the area of study that you selected. It is important that you first define your issue or problem and then say what you have observed about this particular problem. You should also tell the unique features about your school or community, the study area where you are conducting the investigation. And that brings us to task 3, method of investigation. Now, there are numerous methods that can be employed to collect your data. The 3 most popular ones are questionnaires, interviews, and observation checklist. You are required to choose one type of instrument and to state it in task 3. Having decided on your choice of instrument, you should then go ahead to describe it, stating the number of questions to be included and what type of questions they are. Questions may either be closed, open-ended, or scaled or range items. Closed items are those with a stem that can either be a statement or a question and has multiple response options for persons to choose. They are similar to multiple choice items on a test paper. Open-ended items, on the other hand, are similar to what we call short answer items on a test, and this is where you ask a question and it is left open for the participant to provide a response. And then, of course, we have the scaled or range item questions. These are multiple response items where the responses are given in ranges or scales. For instance, instead of asking how old are you, it is more appropriate to use a scaled item question and ask instead, what age group are you in? In that case, you would provide responses in a band, for example, 10 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, etc. Bear in mind also that it is always more appropriate to use scaled or range items for your age and income questions. And this brings us to task 4, the data collection instrument. How do we go about designing our data collection instrument? Questionnaires are the most popular instruments used. So if you're using a questionnaire, try to have at least 12 and no more than 15 questions. Ensure that you are paying attention to proper sequencing of your questions. Ensure that you address the different variables mentioned in your statement of problem. And if your instrument is well written, It should provide you with enough data to answer adequately your statement of problem that you set out to investigate. As soon as your questionnaire is vetted and approved by your teacher, you are ready to distribute. Questionnaires can be administered in different forms. You can print hard copies and hand deliver. You can email using Google Forms, or you can create your forms and then share them in the WhatsApp groups. Remember that you need to select a sample of persons to whom you will administer your questionnaire. You may select participants for your research in many different ways. We are now going to explore 3 of the more popular sample selection methods. The first type is the simple random sampling, and this involves simply choosing persons from a list or group by chance. Then there is a systematic random sampling, which is using a system to randomly select persons. For example, giving a questionnaire to 1 person in every 4th house in a housing scheme. Or choosing the 3rd name on a list from a class list or a register that you are given to do your selections. And then there is the stratified random sampling, which is using previously established groups or strata to do selections. For example, choosing 10 students for every grade level in a high school. Or handing out a questionnaire to 2 teachers from every department in a school. So there you have it. I would have taken the time to walk you through all the requirements for task 1 to 4 of your SBAs. Are there any questions? If you do have questions, drop me a comment in the box below and I will get back to you to clarify any area that you're still a little fuzzy about. Remember to go through the handouts provided for your teacher for more clarity. Bye for now. See you in the next video where we will talk more about SBAs. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.